So who wants? So we're gonna go ahead and start then. Oh well, just for, you're figuring that out, but you're just gonna use your phone for now.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So anybody want to tell Edge what happened last week since he was asleep? Last week, like 4 weeks ago.
Where is he coming upstairs? Because he's not on camera.
Probably.
Oh shit, he's probably coming up here. I just uninstalled the thing. I wonder what more he wants from me.
Where does he want?
If she's not gonna come from the up to the down will have to come up.
22. You said you did watch the video though.
Okay.
Okay.
I watched it like an hour ago. So
Good.
Cool. Me and just watch like the last hour, or did you watch the whole
no,
thing?
I watched the whole thing, finished it like an hour ago.
For games, I typically will watch the last hour. So let's see if the DM remembers what happens last night.
We met some jerks, and I didn't like it because they stole our shit, and we thought that Edge wouldn't like it either because they also stole his shit, and it came to blows because we didn't like that they stole our shit, and then they kept being, oh yeah, here he is.
Your phone sounds like shit.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Move.
Okay, I'm moving. I already took off the razor synapse, this thing. And I don't know what the other one is that you're talking about, and I was looking for it.
Troubleshooting.
You want to be able to. Apparently, I can't talk more than usual.
Me neither.
Anyway, like I was saying, we met some people, and they were not very nice people, and I did not like it, and I proceeded to be as much of a brat as possible because I did not like these people.
Yeah.
And then, like, hey, you want to come with us to Baldur's Gate? And we're like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so he's probably going to hang up my phone and try this, but that's what I got for now.
Okay.
Because he's signing back in.
My notes are pretty simple for last time that I missed. I met interesting people. They were pompous asses, but they pay well. So the employers Breach and his butler Maxim don't like them, but we'll see if they're worth dealing with. That's all I put for my notes.
That sounds like a very like Edge point of view for your notes there.
These guys suck. Oh well. We'll see what happens.
They had a fancy wagon and a fancy shop, and you're on a fancy ship.
Okay. Let's see. I think he fixed it. Okay, I'm hanging up.
Okay.
Hello.
Yay!
Yay!
Great.
Well, that headset is now dead, and this is a different headset.
Yeah, one of my Razer headsets just died on me.
And that's why I don't buy Razer.
I had it a long time though.
So now
he fixed the problem.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
I don't use that headset anyway.
So we ended on you guys boarding the ship and being told by the captain that you guys will set sail in the morning as they go into town to gather up the rest of the crew, as the crew had gone into town because they were not on the clock. Is
Hello?
there?
Oh, shit.
Yes, can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, is there anything that you guys wanted to do before you went to bed that night?
Now I can't hear anybody again. Minkers?
Is there hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yeah, for sure.
What the fuck
Mm.
did you do?
She can't hear me, can she?
I don't think she can hear any of us.
Because I could hear her.
Yeah, you could hear her just fine.
Can't hear her now. Is there anything that anybody had wanted while she's trying to figure that out? Is there anything anybody had wanted to do before you guys went to bed and set sail the next morning? Anything?
Good.
Most of you are put into like the crew and the crew's quarters, and for hammocks and being cramped, it's actually pretty comfortable. Of course, Breeze, you're put in your own cabin because this ship is specifically built for you and your travels.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear?
Can hear you guys now.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
We
keep
can hear
going.
you. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hope it's the USB port. Maybe it's just that one port.
Sometimes I have to change ports every once in a while. So we were just talking about how, is there anything you want to do the night before, like you guys boarded the ship, you guys met the captain, the captain goes out and they all go out into town and grab the rest of the crew because you guys are setting sail in the morning. Is there anything that you guys want to do before you go to bed? Kind of backtracking a little bit because I know you guys technically started. Okay?
No.
Right.
Oh, look, we're on a boat. Wow.
It's a big
Definitely
boat.
a ship and not a boat. There's a difference.
Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding.
Damn.
Boat.
This thing is massive.
It's a dinghy.
So I only came up with 30 names, but there's probably closer to 60 people on this boat running it, not 30.
Damn.
I was not coming up with 60 crew names.
I feel like I'm right next to a twink. Anyway.
I gotta find you first, because I sort of didn't put anybody. This was massive. So we found out Echo surprisingly ended up being the one that got seasick. Did we just lose you? Okay. Echo
Oh
ended up
no.
being the one who got seasick. So this morning you guys do see a dark-haired young lady standing with the captain, speaking to them as they're at the wheel, as you guys are getting started for the day. You guys would know that you guys have met the cook. She shut your mouth. She has very short, like what's it called? An undercut? Maybe like Cat has, like it's on
Oh,
the one
that's
side.
it's a side cut, yeah.
Yeah, the side cut in red, and she does wear like one eye patch. She doesn't say much, but she makes the most amazing food you guys have ever had in a long time. And you caught that her name is Fee, but she doesn't say much. But she makes, for being on a ship, she makes 5-star course meal breakfast for you guys. It was mwah, delicious kiss. As those of you who might come up onto the top side of the ship, you guys will see a brown-haired lady, and she is wearing brown leathers, and she's walking around, and she's kind of giving encouragement to each of the crew as she walks around. The one thing that you guys have noticed is that captain seems to have all officers of women, which for some people they know that that's not something you see out on sea very often. But all the high-ranking officers on the ship seem to be women, or identify as female, I should say. Is there anything anybody would like to do? No. As you guys are get to starting out there for a little bit, you guys do hear the bell call. You notice a couple things that are hard to miss. One is that the skies are starting to overcast, as if like a might start to storm a little bit, as well as the crew seems to be spending a little more time looking over the edges of the boat, kind of just keeping an eye out on things. Breeze, the captain would come up to you and tell you, "Hey, it looks like there might be some storms rolling in, so the ride might get bumpy. And it appears to be some reef sharks, but I don't think they'll provide much trouble. But just thought I'd let you know." And then he goes back. If Breeze doesn't answer, he goes back to the wheel and gives encouragement to the different crew as he goes. And is anybody wanting to do anything?
Is there anyone in the crow's nest?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Echo, you're in the crow's nest?
Yeah,
Echo,
I'm on my phone for a couple minutes here while I try some other stuff.
Echo has climbed in the crow's nest. Okay. I guess Echo is up in the crow's nest with one of the crew members. And you definitely see Usk running around helping with different ties to the sails and whatever moving needs to be done.
In that case, I'll just make my way to the front of the ship.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep a lookout up there.
As you go to the front of the ship, you are met by two other crew members, and they just kind of give you the grunt and nod as they also are keeping out. The one, she looks at you and she goes, "Yeah, just make sure that you keep an eye out for those sharks out there. If they come to any closer, then we might need to throw out some harpoons, but they're not really gonna mess with us that much." Okay. Anything else? Yay, nay. Okay. Within a couple hours of you guys setting off, you guys notice it does start to rain. And it starts to rain pretty heavily. To the point where now the top side here has just become a scurry of movement of people securing sails and securing different odds and ends and Edge. There would be like at least one more person up to you, making sure that to helping keep an eye out on things, and that person's running between you guys and the quartermaster and the captain at the wheel, trying to keep back and forth. The first mate is definitely walking around helping tie things down, trying to give encouragement to the different crew members as very quickly this storm becomes to the point where you guys are having a hard time seeing in front of your face. As you guys are going through, do that. Sorry. I will need everybody to roll a d20.
If it's raining, I'm going inside my room.
Of course. If you
Well,
are still on top side with the rain, roll me a d20.
Silly would probably be under deck as well.
Somebody roll me a d20, please. I'm gonna have to restart my computer.
Okay. I'm gonna do that one. You do this one. You do this one. And you do this one. Okay. Chico. Okay. And then we just need echoes. Where are you, Echo? Where the fudge is Echo? This ship is too big. No. Oh my, my penguin saying. And that's a 15. Okay. So as you guys, for any, who's all on top side and who went and hid underneath? Who's
On
top
top.
side? Edge is top side.
The lizards are topside.
Silly. You went down. I know Breeze and probably Maxim went to his quarters. And then I imagine Echo would probably have stayed topside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys attempt to help or do you just watch?
If they look like they need help with something, I'll
Mhm.
do my best.
Okay. As you guys are going along, you see things actually for as little visibility as there is, from what you can see from like walking around and seeing if anybody needs help. I mean, there's the occasional rope here, the occasional, securing this or that there, here and there, but they seem to be in good spirits and keeping everything maintained for the most part. You do notice that there seems to be more running from the front of the boat to the quartermaster, more so than usual. But other than that, everything seems to be running pretty fine. It's raining a lot. A lot. Um, and that's pretty much how it goes for the rest of this day. It just rains really heavily, but everything seems to be running really smoothly. Is there anything that anybody would want to do on day one?
Yeah, I want to keep my ears open and listen for like crew members that are talking about the fact that they stole something small and innocuous, like, I don't know, a pen, an apple, or something. And when I hear that, I'm going to take that from them when they're not looking.
Okay, I'm sorry, repeat that?
So I want to listen and see if I can hear like a crew member gossiping about the fact that they stole something stupid, like from another crew member.
Okay.
Something small like an apple, a pen, a feather, a rock. And when I
Okay.
hear that, I want to try to take said item if they leave that alone.
Okay. At this point in time, there's no gossip going on as everybody's concentrating on keeping the boat going since it's raining so hard.
Well, I'm going to keep my ears open for some gossip that they stole something stupid from someone else.
So just in general, no matter the circumstance, you are going to be listening for gossip on if somebody had stole something. Okay? Anything else? My pain is ungodly. So for the most of the day, this just keeps going all day. The storms are bad enough to where it does rock the boat, the ship. I keep calling it a boat. It is a ship. It is huge. It keeps wrecking the ship. But the crew seems to have it pretty much under control. There's a couple that keep a little bit better eye on those reef sharks, because if anybody goes overboard, that you hear them say that wouldn't be a good for whoever goes overboard for those sharks that are trailing around here. This around dinner time, the storms are still there, but you guys see Fifi come up, and she has this like huge bell type thing that she does ring to indicate that supper is ready, and then she walks back down into the whatever the downstairs under. And you guys see the shift change happen about that same time too.
As I'm walking by Oos, because I know she's gonna go get food as soon as possible. Just look at her. We shake heads as we both go down.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Lizard communication.
You guys are just gonna talk to each other in like grunts from now on.
Mhm.
Okay.
Unless it's probably like something extremely specific, it's pretty simple.
All right, Silly, what are you doing?
Trying to stay dry. Silly doesn't like getting wet.
Okay, so you're just staying off the top side, just down. Is there anything specific that you're doing throughout the day?
I might be a little bit more looking into the wherever the cook is at, because the food is so good. I'll probably be watching what they're doing.
So you attempt to watch cook. If you walk into her kitchen, she points a knife at you and says, "Out."
So I'll step right before the kitchen and watch her.
She throws a knife and it goes right in between your hands. I said, "Out."
It's hot, and then I just like leave. But I'm gonna keep doing that over and over, just so I can like watch the cook.
Throw knives at you? She throws a knife at you every time you walk into her kitchen.
Then that's my response every time. That's hot, and then I walk away.
Just in the doorway, it's just gonna be this whole thing of like knives. Like,
So all throughout the day, you just annoy the redheaded lady with the eye patch who's throwing knives because you keep walking into her kitchen. Just clarifying.
Yeah, now it's fun.
Got it.
If there's food, Echo's gonna get food, and she's gonna come back up and find like a spot that's out of the way on the deck and just eat in the rain. This is beautiful weather. I love it.
Okay. Breeze.
I mean, Maxim's gonna go downstairs and get food for the two of us and come back. I'm not going out in this shit weather.
I kind of see like there's a meeting in the middle because all of the crew and the officers know you're on board, so they're trying to rush your food to you, and Maxim is going to get it. So, like, I kind of wish he was there because I can definitely see like this awkward exchange in like the halls.
handoff.
Yeah, of like him being like, "I'll take it," and they'll be like, "No, we'll take it." Man, I wish he was here because I'm not gonna argue with myself of like.
He would say something like, "No one serves the master but me. The food is warm, good enough, as you were."
And they definitely take it and scurry back along. Might be one of newer crew members don't know the protocol on when you're on board yet.
I mean, if they push the subject, Maxim would just put them down, knock them prone, take the food, and walk away.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, and you get served in your fancy room.
Did like everybody go under the deck to eat?
You guys wise, yes. And then the day crew went downstairs to eat, and the night crew came up to
The
take
hell
over.
is everybody? This is great weather.
So yeah, you're upstairs with a bunch of crew members. None of the people that you're traveling with are up here. In this weather.
Promise.
Usk, Edge, is there anything you guys are doing during dinner time besides grunting each other, and Lizard and Silly is antagonizing the cook? Or flirting with the cook?
I'm pretty content. I got food in my mouth. Like I'm good.
One of these. Do you guys go back topside after?
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless they need me at this point, no.
Okay. Is there anything specific you guys want to do? Anybody? This is open for anybody before I continue.
Yeah, when I go to take my plate back to where it's supposed to go, if I see somebody eating and they're not paying attention, I'm gonna grab just like a scrap morsel off their plate. Just kind of walk by and a piece of bread, an apple, whatever, something small that they're not gonna notice that I take off their plate.
Roll a sleight of hand. You successfully grab an apple off of somebody's, or some form, not necessarily apple, but a leftover of some kind off somebody's plate without them noticing.
I'm gonna try to walk wherever Breesh and Maxim might be and knock on the door.
It's not hard to find where Max and Brees. Why can't I talk today? It's worse than normal. Where he might be, as he is in what would be considered the captain's quarters.
Excuse me.
So I'll knock heavily on the door. Hey, anybody home?
The fuck?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
That happened.
You did one of the other buttons.
How'd you know what I did?
Because I do it. I've been doing that sometimes as well when I try to hit the combination.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I hit
yeah.
the Q instead of the W, and I think it quits.
Or you Alt W instead of Control W, and same
You
effect
want-
essentially.
Well, you want Alt W because that's the whisper. I think if you do Alt Q, it quits what you're currently in.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep knocking on the door till somebody answers.
Okay. I have to look something up really quick. I'm sorry. Open. As you. Thinking for something really quick. I'm sorry.
And since nobody's answering, I'm just gonna go back to that crew member and just hand it back. And say, here, this was yours. And just walk away.
Okay.
Well, no one's
I was,
answering because she's looking something up before
I
you
was-
get there.
Yeah, I was looking something up for after you took that leftover. You feel as soon as you take that food into your hands though, and even though nobody saw you do it, you have this intense like spike like pain go into your head as you fall on your knees.
And I'm gonna pick it up and hand it back to the person. Say, here, this is yours.
And it does stop as soon as you give it back. And then, do you still go to the captain's quarters?
No.
Okay. What do you do?
Just put my plate up, and if it's getting late, go to where we are sleeping.
Okay. There is a knock on your door, Breeze.
Maxim will walk over and pull the little wooden slider over to see who it is.
It is the captain.
Closes the slider, unlocks, unlock. Opens the door. Yes.
Yes, it looks like the storm will continue through the night and into tomorrow. Idris says it could possibly last a couple days from her calculations. Just thought I'd give you an update.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you. And the captain moseys off. Okay. And is anybody doing anything?
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Echo?
No.
Silly. Do you aggravate Cook anymore?
Not if it's getting late, then I'll probably go to bed.
Okay. All right. So, through that night, it's not exactly a restful sleep, because with the storms and the waves of the storms, the rocking of the ship, unless you like rocking like that and it just lulls you to sleep. I mean, there's that too, but I'm sure it's not comfortable for everybody. As the next morning, you all will hear what you have come to recognize as Cook's bell. and one of two things it would indicate is breakfast and shift change. So, what is there anything anybody would like to do?
Get breakfast.
Echo gets breakfast.
If it's still raining, get breakfast and head to the captain's quarter with my meal. I'm gonna knock on the door.
It is still raining.
Knock on the door pretty heavily.
Huh?
You see the little eye hole open as Maxim looks at you.
I just hold up the plate. Knock again.
Yes.
Can I join?
No.
Oh my god.
Of course not.
It's just a stare down.
So he tells you no, and you just stand there in the doors, just staring him down.
The door gets shut again and locked again.
I'm going to stand in front of the door and start eating.
Okay.
Walk past with my food. Edge, what are you doing?
Eating.
Yeah, but why are you standing at the door?
Sooner or later, they have to open it.
Yeah, that's true, but they're assholes. Hey, do you have anything on you that you technically stole from someone else? Oh, great. Did I go out again?
No.
No, we hear you.
couldn't hear you,
He
Edge.
said no.
He said no.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't hear him either.
I didn't hear him either.
I saw the mouth, so I was like, I know
saw
what
the
he's
mouth
saying.
movement, but I didn't.
Lizard intuition.
The lizards are in sync.
Uh-oh.
I was like, okay, as you were. And then I'm just going to walk back up to the deck and find my spot in the raid.
So a lot of what you see, well, you can't see far, but it seems there's still a lot of rain, and everybody's still very frantic and moving and trying to keep everything tied down and going smoothly. Usk, what are you doing?
If I've eaten, I'm gonna go back topside.
Are you just lounging in the rain? Or are you helping?
Both? It depends on what needs to be done. Like it's sort of like, oh, like I'm helping, and then when they don't need help, I'm just like, all right.
Okay. Silly.
Excuse me.
I guess back to seeing if I can watch the cook prep lunch from like around the corner, just like poke my head around. Like,
So you don't
see.
fully stand in the doorway this time, you just poke your head around?
yeah.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Not particularly. I guess if I'm trying not just or trying to watch something that I know that I'll get a knife thrown at me, I am trying to be sneaky.
He's gonna kill you in your sleep. I swear to God.
Hot.
Says the fire druid.
Gotta need
Amazing.
something extra then.
That's right.
This spicy.
Ooh,
Okay.
I share.
So if you're trying to be not be seen, roll me a stealth check. If you don't really care, then let me know.
Apparently, I don't really care.
Surprisingly enough, you hear her singing like some really rowdy bawdy shanty as she's prepping for lunch, and she's just kind of in her own little world. She does not see you peeking around the corner.
All right, so I'm just gonna watch the cook because cooking sounds fun.
So you're gonna creepily look around the corner and watch cook.
Yeah, otherwise I get a knife thrown at me.
Okay. I mean, fair
'Cause
enough.
I'm a creep.
Oh no.
I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
Trying to learn to cook.
I don't belong here.
Okay. And Breeze, what are you and Max? Do you and Max eventually send Maxim out for food?
What do I need to
What do you
send
guys
Maxim out for food for?
Do you guys go for breakfast, or do you guys kind of sit in your room?
Nah. We'll just hang out in the room, maybe read a
Okay.
book. I might have a massage later. I might go to the hot tub. Who knows?
Okay. But as of right now, you guys are hanging out in your room.
Yeah, I have no need to come out just yet. Besides, it's still raining, and I'm no. Ugh.
Okay. And Edge, as you stand there and you eat your food, the door never opens up again.
It's fine. I'll just be sitting against the door. The plate will be pushed aside when I'm done, and I'll just sit there until the door opens. It will open at some point.
So you are just hanging out outside of their room. All right.
This is not the first time that Edge has done this. Oh no, it was Boris against Edge's door.
It was
I remember now.
Boris.
Okay. And then Usk is topside and Echo is topside, right? I need both of you to just roll me a d20. Just doing a check. Okay.
What was I doing? I'm sorry.
D20.
A d20.
No, that one was terrible.
You are this?
9.
Uh-oh. Where's the I'm playing? Haley. Okay. Oh. Okay. It's gonna echo. You guys notice it was a little more rocky to start this morning, but everybody is genuinely still. I don't know if anybody else's ping's really high. I wonder if it's from this rain.
Probably.
I was really proud of it, but we're gonna turn it off.
It's really cool looking.
See if
See if the thing goes down. Yeah.
it was a rocky. It seemed like they were having a rocky start this morning. But very quickly, everybody, considering everybody's morale is still really good, everybody rushes to work together, and we're very easily able to keep everything tied down and keep going. That's gonna be 12. Okay. And again, it's just another rain-filled day. Is there anything anybody specifically would like to do? Edge, do you sit there all day? How long do you sit there for, is my question.
I will just sit here all day. If they never open the door, then I will do something different the next day. But for today, just waiting for that door.
Let's see. Would it be roll me a Constitution, just a plain Constitution roll. Okay. So 1 hour passes, 2 hour passes, 3 hour passes. At that 3rd hour mark, though, between the lull, even though it's a choppy lull of the ship and just kind of sitting there, your eyes start to get really, really dreary. And at the 3 hour mark, you do doze off.
Mm-hmm.
Breeze?
Well, once Maxim knows that he's fallen asleep, then he will unlock and open the door quickly to hope the edge falls backwards or something and falls on the ground.
That would probably, with you being dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
To see if you catch yourself or if you fall all the way back.
Which one is disadvantage for controller alt?
Control.
Damn.
Nice. Nice. Good roll. Good roll.
That was a really good roll. As soon as that you hear the locks and you don't even, it barely even starts to open and you jerk awake. And you turn and you see Maxim standing in the doorway.
This time, I'm not waiting. I'm just pushing past him into the door.
Ooh, astral arms come up, grappling check.
Good, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Come on, roll lower.
And then where's Edge's token at?
Front of the ship.
Yeah, it's it.
Do. Loop. And then so first action is he's going to grab you, and then second is part of the action shoving you down. So you are on the ground prone as two astral arms hold you down. And he has 10-foot reach with his arms. So he doesn't even have to be on top of you. He just quickly and just holds you in place. Is there a reason for that? Could have asked nicely instead of barging in here.
I did, and you shut the door.
It's raining, of course. You gonna be nice? Or do I need to throw you out and relock the door?
Tried. Nice. I will continue to try if you stop pushing me.
I really feel like Maxim would throw him out.
Let me. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20. High, he gets thrown out. Low, he stays.
Sure.
Oh, did I not show that?
No.
Did that do it?
Nope.
None of your rolls have been shown.
I can share it. It's a 9.
Okay. So then he will, with the astral arms, lift Edge back up off the ground to kind of brush him off. But he'll keep the arms out.
If he's letting me, I'm gonna walk in now.
Oh, I mean, you would see that Brees is nowhere to be found.
Your master.
At this moment, he's probably in the spa.
Get him.
Master comes and goes as he wills, not you. I can let him know you request an audience. We'll schedule something.
Wait. Here.
In the master's quarters, of course not. How about tomorrow, about breakfast time?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Most excellent.
Stomp away very loudly.
Maxim will then go back inside, close the door and lock it again, and dismiss his arms. As his token goes back, because macros are fun. Of course, he's got to come back to me. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. There.
Okay. So as especially for those of you up on the deck, you guys all of a sudden, yep, it's,
Shit.
All of a sudden, there is a alarm call, like this horn, and it screams "man overboard" as a harpoon strikes one of the crew members and drags you 20 feet into the off the deck here. And with
Oh.
that,
You knew that had to hurt.
Mhm.
with that, I think that's everybody.
God, those things are ugly.
Yeah, they are.
I think the same about you guys.
And
Rude.
no, the ship's gotta have. I forgot a ship token. How do I add the ship?
Honestly, it looks like an orc version of a water dragonborn, actually.
There should be underneath actors the vehicles, mythical vehicles. One of those should be a ship in the compendium.
Got
Actors,
it. I see
mythical
it. I see it.
vehicles,
Describe a sailing ship,
sailing ship.
and I can use that, right?
Yep.
I mean, technically, if you think they're ugly, then you think Usk is ugly.
No, I don't think Usk is ugly, but I do think those things are ugly.
You think she's pretty?
So go ahead and everybody roll for initiative. I got you all in.
Missing somebody. Where's Edge?
Me, Edge.
Am I missing?
What's happening?
We're rolling for initiative. There you go, Edge.
Um,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who am I missing? No, that's everybody. I'm crazy. Okay.
holy shit. Even the ship rolls for initiative.
All right.
Got refreshed.
I'll take care of it when it comes across. Move this. Right. Echo. All the way over here. You hear the alarm bell and you hear the scream from man overboard. And you hear the scream from man overboard. But you can't see what they're talking about quite yet.
Don't see the guy or anything under the.
Not if you're still over on this side of the ship, no.
Okay. But I know it came from that general direction.
Yes.
All right then. So, is there anything like towards that way that I could sort of get a better view on the edge, but not like quite going over the edge? I'll come this way.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a pole or a crow's nest or something on one of these sailing things that you could climb up and take a look.
15, 20, 25, 30. We'll just go here. 35 for now, and then I'm gonna go that way, and that'll be my turn. Just kind of look around, try to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Breeze, wherever you're at, you hear the call for man overboard and enemies attack or creatures attacking.
Okay. Then I will send Maxim to go find out what's going on.
Okay. I would say going from your quarters to the top of the deck probably would take Maxim two turns unless he dashes.
Okay.
She doesn't come up. She is actually gonna move until she's like behind one of those cannon type deals. And then she'll take the action to get that ready to go. They are gonna move here and also get behind one of. Nope, they're gonna ready for whenever they like to jump up. Essentially what the crew is doing this round is they're getting battle ready. So they're getting behind the, what are they called? The cannons and the ballistas. Is that the right word? To start
Ballista.
firing. Thank you. To start firing off. Usk.
I will get right here for now.
Okay. Is that all you would like to do?
Yeah.
You're getting things ready. Silly. If you're downstairs eyeing on Cook, firing on Cook, you hear a call for, you hear a horn and the man overboard call.
I guess I'll go up and see what that's about then.
Okay.
But you said it would take 3 turns to get up?
I would say, are you dashing? Because it'll take
Yeah, probably.
So it'll take 2 turns for Maxim unless he's dashing. So for you, it would probably take a turn and a half because your speed's not as fast.
Okay. And that's what I'm doing.
Okay. And then this. All right. Then all these crew have been getting the weapons ready. We're gonna do those. Why is my sailing ship incapacitated? Why are you incapacitated? So we are just gonna roll a d20. Plus 4, so that is a 23. That definitely hits, and that was 3d10 of damage. 1, 2, 3 for 17. Okay. Edge.
And I'm gonna do my Crimson Right for my bonus.
Okay.
Remember how to do this one correctly. There we go. And then I will spend my movement and action to go there.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. You make me an aesthetics. would see it. Edge, you would definitely see it. On the edge of the boat, you would definitely see these like webbed gray hands grab the side of the boat and attempt to pull itself up, and only to go right back down, as it didn't quite get itself up far enough up and over. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maxim is coming from downstairs, correct? Is he dashing?
Yeah, he'll use Step of the Wind as well, so he gets 120 feet total.
Then he
If
makes
he
it up
movement,
there.
actions, and if he has to, Step of the Wind dash.
Okay. That definitely would bring him topside.
So that's just topside, or where would that be at?
If you're going towards it, that would... I would say if he's using all three of those, can put him right there, if not close.
Okay. Then that will be his turn.
Okay. Kaylin, you are going this way to get ready for get the thing ready. Same with you. All the crew starts moving towards the ship's weapons once they know which side these things are on. Same with you. Just say, who are you? You, right? Use at a cannon, and then let's see. See if you can do it. What would... You guys aren't quite sure what's happening up at where the wheel is, but the ship all of a sudden makes this quick jerk to the left as you hear us, sorry, coming from... Zed is going to move up and prepare an action. Hold action for this thing to come up. So is COVID. I'm just saying that because there's so... Oh my god, I forgot there's so many. They're just prepping the ship and holding actions. Haley's not combat type, so he's gonna get right in there. Okay, so real quick, all the crew. If you got any of my names, you and I are now best friends. As you guys are watching the crews, they're either doing one or two things. As I imagine, there's probably about 4 weapons on each side of at least, if not more. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I would say at least 4 of the cannon things on each side. So the crew's doing one or two things. They're running, and they're either they're holding an action with their swords, getting ready, or they are prepping these cannons to set them off. Echo.
Oh, it's me again.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just skipping through the crew because there's so many of them. It would literally take us all day.
I can't move.
You stuck? What about now? Still can't move?
No, it still says Alice is selected for a turn on my screen. Do I need to refresh again?
Possibly, because I have you I have it as you. What do you want to do real quick, Echo?
If I can see the things, I'll shoot it with Eldritch Blast. I can shoot it from 600 feet away.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Definitely. So you want to do your Eldritch Blast?
Mm-hmm. Shoot 'em.
Okay.
Shoot him.
Can you are you still at 1?
No, it's 2 now.
Okay. Damn.
Oh, now I'm selected.
2 hits.
Nice. Echo, as you're looking, and even as you're starting to really, with the Eldritch Blast kind of illuminating the area there a little bit, you do recognize these as Murrows. So as a type of merfolk who are not known to be as the good guys. So they look like mermaids, but they're not. They're uglier and meaner and known to hijack ships.
So, as I can see I'm bobbing up and down, I'll try to shout over in Primordial, "Hey, this isn't the ship to attack!" And then
Okay.
that would be the end.
Okay.
I will start moseying my way up.
Mosing.
I've got 60 feet to this round, so you tell me how far I get. Am I at the top of the stairs? Am I still on the
Say-
stairs?
60 feet would probably be at the stairs.
Am I at the bottom of
About
the stairs?
Halfway.
Okay. So, like, here?
Yep.
Okay. That's
That all?
all I got.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. I'm a rogue, aren't I? Do I have dope rogue shit?
It's your
Bonus action
character. Are
dash.
you a rogue?
Wondering if I have dope rogue shit. Fuck yeah, I do. Bonus action dash, cunning action. Give me another 30 feet there. Where am I going? There we go.
Okay.
There, see? I came up here. Is it still raining?
It is still raining.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
He's just like, he goes back down.
The rain
I'm
was just
bitching.
causing me to ping.
I'm bitching excessively, but I'm up here.
You just blame the marrow, man.
Okay. We're back to the crew. I'm going to just go through them real quick. Oh, it doesn't show my really cool names on there.
No, you didn't change the token's name, I guess.
I didn't. I'm sad. 'Cause I was really proud of those names. I'm going to have to share them later.
I'm gonna get right about here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hold my great axe. Just
Okay.
in case.
Okay. Wait. Oh, shit. I only have one. Of course. Okay. Silly. I would say at this point you are, as I told you, it'd take you probably a turn and a half. So you are at the stairs. If you're still trying to get to topside.
Yeah, I'm still doing that. And so I'm on top of the stairs, just like.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's one thing. Probably about right. You're right behind Breeze. He's just got longer legs.
Okay, then I'll go the rest of the way.
That's where traveling this far. That's where you get.
Okay, so I don't have any more movement speed. I'm stuck.
Yep.
No, I don't understand. Okay, then that's all.
All right. Are you still gonna say that my ship is incapacitated? You are. Okay. So we're gonna roll 1. 18 plus 4, that hits. But jeez, 3d10. Never mind, the ship's gonna do all the work.
I mean, the ship's got the heavy artillery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, that was 1. I said there was 4 of these things, right? That one doesn't hit. Oh. Might help if I do the right one. Okay. Roll 20. That doesn't hit. 3, 1 more. And that one doesn't hit. 4. Edge.
The one next to me is like still climbing up, or is mostly up.
No, he tried to jump up, and you saw his fingers, but then he let go because he couldn't quite get a grip on there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get right up to the edge and hold my action to just chop at his hands if he tries to grab the ledge again.
Or like his head, whatever, I guess gets in your vicinity first.
Yeah, either one. So that'll be it. Just hold it and wait for him to come up.
What? Let's see. Why you try? Why you try? Yeah, you would. Edge, as you're watching, you notice that this one just kind of glares at you out of this, like, if you're looking over, kind of keep an eye out. This, like, big fins and just kind of like orc. You're right. It's an orc looking. It's an orc fish.
Mm-hmm.
It just glares at
Orc
you.
fish,
And just,
like it.
now it's just gonna dive under and swim away. But you do notice the body of the crew member with it. It does take that body with it.
Bad violins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
Where
sinking
did-
Titanic music.
I know. I need to get the sad music.
But like the bad recorder version.
Max,
So from here, can Maxim still see the crew member?
let me see how far. I would say no, as he's at this point 40 to 50 feet away in the murky water.
Okay. Then he'll. Let's see what's going to try there. He's going to come back here. Bonus action. Actually, how close is this thing?
20 feet.
20 feet down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a big ship.
So not close enough.
They're not real close. Nope.
Okay, so then his damage won't apply, but he will still summon the arms. Maybe. Not. There they are.
It's a chicken cutlet.
Chicken cutlet.
The chicken cutlet. I love that. The chicken cat.
Well, I guess he won't because they're not working. Nothing is working on my screen.
Okay, let me try. What are you trying to do?
Summon the astral arms.
Is it under the wisdom or the dex?
Those are the attacks. It's the actual summon.
Okay. summon itself. Did I do
Works
it right?
for you. Yep, works for you.
Okay.
And then he will, since that's a bonus action, and he didn't move all of his movement, he will hold his action for if this thing makes the mistake of getting within 10 feet.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, you're getting things ready. You're getting things ready. You're getting things ready. You are gonna do this again. Because it's raining. Sweet. All of a sudden you guys you guys kind of feel this ship do like this, like it did the left earlier, but this time it does to the right. As you hear a yeah, as it tries to like slam into this thing. But it's not as sharp. It's just sharp enough because the ship's so big. It's just sharp enough to where you guys notice it, but not like sharp enough to like make anybody sick or anything of that sort. If that makes sense. All right. Next up is this guy. So no to Zed. No. Nope. Nope. Why did I put all of them in here when I'm just gonna skip them anyway? Maxim sees the orc fish just kind of glare at him and then does a dive like his fellow one did as he starts to swim the 40 and then 40 plus feet. I'm not sure if the arms could do an opportunity attack.
No. No, he has to get within 10 feet for Maxim to be able to do anything.
And the orc fish have left. At this point, you guys see somebody who you have not seen before. Although
Breeze?
Breeze would have.
Who's
The
that?
person you guys have not seen before?
Where'd she go?
I
So
was
you
trying to
see-
make a joke.
This blonde-haired, she looks like she might have some pointy ears. Her hair is often like a warrior type braid style, and she has a raven on her shoulder. As she starts to come through and she starts checking people for wounds. As she comes over here, you see over by where Edge is would be her and the captain, and what you guys have kind of learned is the first mate trying to figure out who got thrown overboard or who was taken overboard, and what they were gonna do and things of that nature. Is there anything-
I'm gonna walk over to them.
Okay.
So whom am I going to?
So go over by Edge.
Okay.
And then you'll have Eco. You will have Captain. And I said first mate too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll have Zoe.
Since their names aren't showing up, who's who?
They are. Oh, I thought I did that.
See Zoe
There's
first.
there's
mate.
Zoe.
Ooh.
Capitan. Aiko.
And they would probably be not quite there on. It would be right about here.
Do you have a head count yet, Captain? Do we know who went overboard?
Yes, I lost the accent. We lost Gundir, unfortunately.
Does he have next of kin?
Back in Waterdeep? His next of kin's from Waterdeep, or the outskirts, like towards the mountains of Waterdeep.
Make sure they get the proper weird language
Yep.
recompense for this.
Yes, I will. The normal compensation that you give.
We are on timetable, so add in hazard pay as well.
And you get a head nod from both Captain and Zoe. As Echo just kind of gives you a glance as she's doing something over the water that you've recognized from the few times you've lost crew before, as just like a sending off, like a funeral, like a last rites type deal.
Vince, you're right next to me.
Can we talk?
Momentarily,
No.
please. I have to find your blue friend. I have interesting job for her. I do not wish for this to happen again. Where is the one called Echo?
I have a question
Yes.
before anything happens. Those creatures, do I know if they had a language? Like, would I have known that they understood primordial?
Army history. You think they do, but you're not
Well,
100% sure.
Either they understand primordial or somebody somewhere has been able to communicate with them via that. So it's one or the other.
Oh, Echo totally thinks that her yelling at them caused them to leave.
Of course. Now, these sharks, can I see any of them coming up?
They're not coming up to the boat. They're just kind of
circling.
Yep.
So if
Like
I
they-
can,
Go ahead.
I want to like try to catch one of their eyes and like use this emissary of the sea ability and be like, hey, spread the word. This isn't the ship to attack. Nothing's coming off here for you guys. And then if I see another one, just kind of do the same thing, just kind of like leaning over the side. saying,
So
this isn't the ship to attack. This isn't the ship that's going to bring you any meals.
they're shark brains. So like they're not gonna understand words.
It's the emissary of the sea. You could communicate simple ideas with beasts that can breathe water. No food. Nothing for you here.
Okay, that's better.
And then each one that passes, same type of thing. No food. Nothing for you here.
You're going. Oh, see, because in my head I was saying like you were sending images of like a bigger shark. I would just eat them. No, but
I'm just
okay.
gonna be like send images and like basic communication that there's nothing here for you to eat, and just wait till another one swims by and just sort of do the same thing, just kind of like looking over the edge, waiting
Okay.
for one or the other.
So as you're looking over the edge, sending pictures to these sharks of no food, you hear Breeze hollering for you.
I'm just gonna lean and keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm busy.
That's max.
I'm like not invisible. I'm like, I don't know, 60 feet away?
Yeah, like 35. Yep, he'd find you easily enough.
I'm following you because I want to talk.
Does Echo look different whenever they are doing this? Like, I don't imagine you're actually like using words, but you like speaking dolphin or some shit, speaking whale. like
I would
Dory
say-
here.
I would say that she's sort of leaning on the edge, and maybe it sounds almost like bubbles coming out of your mouth occasionally, but there's obviously no bubbles happening.
Hmm.
Like when you let water escape when you're under, and you could sort of hear that sound.
Yep. Okay.
And you could see, you can maybe connect that it's as a shark comes up and sort of peaks above the water.
I'm gonna be fascinated. I'm just gonna watch this.
Good luck.
I'm kind of
Okay.
like,
So, Echo's speaking to the sharks.
Bubbly.
With Bubblies. Breeze, you are watching Echo speak to the sharks.
Mhm,
Edge is following Breeze like a puppy. What's Maxim doing? Just kind of hovering nearby like normal?
oh yeah, Maxim's gonna be like right here, arms still out, and just really close.
Okay.
I'm a little busy. Does anyone need something?
Yes, but I can wait until you are done speaking to fish things.
There's more where they came from. Let's spit it out.
Well, I was wondering if we could tie a rope to you and toss you in to see if you can see our fallen comrade. You seem to have an affinity with the water. I do not. Nor do any of the others here.
Is the ship like actively moving? Or are we docked or anchored? You're gonna have to anchor the ship if you want me to find the person that went overboard.
You think you can do this? Because we will stop.
Quite possibly. No guarantees though.
Capitan! Hoist sail, lay anchor. Echo here thinks maybe she can find our fallen friend. Let's give them a chance.
At this, both you see Captain Pan and Zoe both start going around the ship hollering Breeze's orders as if he's the captain of the ship. And the ship's anchored.
Where is big strong one? Usk! Hold rope! Don't let Echo die.
I'm not gonna die.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk back to the very back here. Maybe not. Why can't I move? I clicked on
It looks like you're yeah, there you go. I was
There.
about to say, it looks like you're measuring.
While you're moving, Echo, give me an intelligence.
Heels. Checks. There it is. Intelligence.
You do, as you're moving and you're like getting ready to make this jump, you kind of remember one of the books that you read talk about these things have like grottos where they take
Mm-hmm.
where they take corpses and feed on them.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that I'll ever find said person or any trail of said person. Like, okay, Oos, give me this rope. And I'm gonna look back and say, there's no guarantees that I'll find anything. And I'll make sure the rope is tied and make sure Usk has a hold of the rope.
I do. A very, very strong grip on that rope.
Okay.
And I will take out things from my bag that I don't immediately want to get wet. Set a couple books down right here and keep the rest with me and dive in and hope for the best.
Okay. Give me. Okay. I just remembered we're still storming even though I don't have the rain on. As you're diving, how far down do you go? I imagine the rope is your typical 50-foot rope.
You're on
Well,
a
I
ship.
will-
You got hundreds of
Right,
feet of rope on this place.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
You got hundreds
Scratch
of feet
that.
of rope.
You're gonna, I mean, as far as the rope will stretch down, since I know that I'm probably looking for a grotto type area,
Okay.
just to see as far as I can without sort of alarming them that I'm too close.
Okay.
Let's see if I can see anything floating. If there's like an arm coming up, I could see like bones or something that's sort of starting to bob up.
Give me just a plain perception. As you are starting to starting to look with how the water is, you know that you're not seeing any signs of like reefs or coral where maybe it would burrow and make a grotto for it to be. You also know that they swim pretty fast. So pretty much between the rain and how long it took for you guys to stop after it left, you pretty much don't think you're going to be able to find it, and you're not seeing it.
Any sort of remnants that would have been maybe floating nearby that obviously came off a person recently?
Roll me d20.
Do we get an arm or a leg to bring back to the family?
We're about to find out.
A medallion that maybe belonged to said person?
Okay. Roll me a d6.
D6.
Mm-hmm. You find a thigh.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
So, I will pick up said thigh.
Literally, you can tell that it's been like gnawed on because it's like gnawed on right where the knee would be, and again up where the socket where it would connect to the hip.
Yeah, I'll come up with said thigh and head towards the edge of the boat and sort of yank. Usk!
Oh, I'll haul her up.
I just kind of set the thigh down. You're not gonna find any more than this. He's gone.
She found a thigh.
I'll put my stuff back in my bag and untie the rope of my waist.
Okay.
How long has Gundir been working for me?
How long have you had this ship?
I would say probably years.
Roll me a
However
d.
long it could be,
Okay.
You know.
Roll me a d20.
All right.
$8 years. He's been with you guys for a long time.
Okay. Do we have a cleric on board who can stop a piece of body from continuing to decompose?
You don't have a cleric, but you know that Cook and he and Eco are pretty resourceful and could probably easily, salt it up so it doesn't decompose.
Okay. Then I will have a conversation after Echo delivers the thigh to, I guess, Captain and Zoe, whoever she's giving it to. I'll have a conversation with those two to preserve this. And since he's been with the company for 8 years, the company will pay the $1,000 for true resurrection and put him back into eternal servitude until he can pay that back.
So Captain looks at you, doesn't blink an eye, goes, "Yeah, we've done this a couple times. I know the drill." Colin goes and grabs Eco and
Very good, Captain.
Okay. So we're preserving the thigh and paying for resurrection.
As per contract. And per contract, he has to pay that back.
Yep.
However long that takes. Thank you, Echo, for bringing this back. It's actually a good thing, a chance for him to have new life.
You're welcome, I think. Walk back over to the edge and start talking to the sharks again to say, go, no food.
Okay. Real quick, while all this is going on, Usk, what are you doing?
I'm just watching Echo do her thing. But for a good 5 minutes, that looked like a tasty thigh.
I wondered if you were gonna try to gobble that thing.
She was just really holding herself back, like, no.
Silly. While all this is going on, what are you doing?
You said that Fee came up, right? To get the
Yes.
thigh?
Yes.
I'm watching Fee. Because Fee's hot.
Okay. He just kind of looks at you. Does this kind of like shake head, eye roll. And keeps walking. And throws a knife at you.
Silly's over here just like, what a woman.
Damn. Catches knife in teeth, raises eyebrows. Hey.
Well, good. At least this time it didn't damage my ship. Every time she throws that knife inside that door frame, it's coming out of her pay.
Yeah, teach your crew to stay out of my kitchen.
I wasn't in the kitchen.
Hey, it's like he's touching me. He's touching me.
Well,
No,
Outside of
it's
it.
not to
Edge-
come into my kitchen.
and you wanted to speak more about the job in particular, if you would like to come to my cabin. If there's anyone else who would like to speak on the particulars, we're going into my cabin, so you're welcome. Maxim, I think Earl Grey, hot this evening. Yes,
Okay.
but of course, master.
On that, and so you guys are going down to the captain's
Into my
quarters.
room. Once we're below deck, I'm definitely cleaning myself up with predidigitation. I will also do the same thing to Edge and Maxim because they are not coming into my room all wet and gross.
Understood.
And whoever else is following us, I will do the same thing to them.
Anybody else
Honestly, probably Usk at this point, because lizards.
Lizards.
Lizards got to stick together.
Yep.
And Silly, are you still tracking Fee? Or are you going with the rest of the
No, I'll go with the rest of my friends.
Okay. Echo, what are you doing?
Is it still raining?
Yes.
I'm not going down the stairs if I don't have to.
Okay.
This is great weather.
On that note, before you guys start, we are going to take our break from our 5-minute break. And you guys have all but Echo, I believe,
It's raining.
have gone into Breeze's room. Where he tells you guys not to enter any further until he makes you all get clean.
Yeah, that's just like snapping my fingers. Clean. Clean.
Clean. You're clean. You're clean.
Everybody gets a cleaning.
Everybody gets a cleaning. All right, so going inside, stupid, gaudy, obnoxious room.
Of course.
A bed that has no reason being inside of a fucking ship. A desk that sees very little use. However, the one thing that probably gets the most use is there's a table and a couple chairs facing the back window looking outside, where Brees will sit and Maxim will start serving random snacks and tea.
So we can talk now, right?
Yes, this is fine. You have questions, I understand. That's fine. What do you have?
So stuff was stolen, right?
Yes, things were stolen from my abode, and not just things, but people as well were taken from me. So they all need to be found, and there's a potential lead in Baldur's Gate. Captain owes me a favor, and I aim to call that in and be part of an investigation.
People. That actually helps. I'm good at tracking people. I used to do that for a living.
Oh, very good then. Excellent that you are here. Yes. The mechanical one, that was your leader before, said that you have a tendency to hurt yourself, though. So I hope that's you. You know, if you need to seek some counseling or something, we can maybe arrange that. But
Need my own blood to enhance my attacks.
well, that's interesting. You need your own blood to hurt more. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I hope that necklace then comes in really good handy for you.
I'm sure it will. But let's get back to the details. Where were these items and people taken from?
From my home in El Terrell.
You have any specific ideas of who could have taken them?
No, not as of yet. No specific ideas. No. The captain in Baldur's Gate might have more information. Now, I do know that I have, quite a few enemies. My family has been in the procurement and reselling of, antiquities and magical items and other such things for years, generations. And, such things get you people who don't like to see you doing well. And wants, your things to be there. So I have more enemies than friends. So there's not any one person that would, be the go-to, if you will. However, it would be difficult since the Rüshkov family is part of the Lord's Alliance. The council that rules Faerun. So, that would take someone with, how do you say, balls to do what they did. But, a number of servants were taken, items, magical and otherwise. And since you all have signed contracts, I believe this is with a level of keep it in the family, keep it hush-hush, but even Maxim's wife was taken. In the wild, you and I say you as he gestures to the rest of you, as I gesture to the rest of you. You and I, we aren't really acquainted yet, but I believe that from what little you have seen how I interact with my employees who I am acquainted with, I treat them pretty well. And so when one of them goes, or a lot of them go, it's, well, I take it personally. I don't like to lose. So what is mine must stay mine, if we are being honest. And, yeah, so number of people, number of things, and, it's a shame. But again, I hope that the captain in Baldur's Gate. Now, when we get there, it's very important that you don't actually tell the captain who I am, because then he may change his tune. I'm just going to give him a letter that says that I am a representative of the Rüshkov family, you all are too, and, go from there. He doesn't need to know who I really am, because if he does, then he may treat us different and not actually allow us in the investigation, and I would hate to have to force the issue, if you will. I'm good at some things, and I'm bad at other things. I'm bad at losing, and I'm very good at finding. But I know I can't do it myself, and you all found a forge that was magical, that was hidden away for many, many years, so, something that was relatively recently stolen should be, walk in park.
On how they were taken, which I'm assuming you don't have any details of, like, a break-in or evidence that was left behind.
I do not as of yet. No, we were actually already on the ship headed to you all whenever I received information that things were stolen from me. So I am not as up to date as I could be. A couple of ravens, back and forth, magic bird things. I have some details, but not enough. And I do not wish to throw the Lord's Alliance weight around. I don't want politics gumming things up, if you will. So I be very hush-hush and try to figure this out, because if it turns out that it was another member of the Alliance that has stolen from me, then maybe such member need not be on Alliance any longer.
So, I'll get details when we arrive.
Hopefully, from the captain, yes. Captain of some mercenary group that has taken over as city guard. Flaming fist thing? I don't know.
They don't have the details. I might be able to dig around a little. But this helps. It's a good starting point.
Yes, and we can give you... I don't know how your tracking ability works, but we have... I'm sure Maxim has an item or two from his wife that could perhaps help. We have descriptions of the people taken, and unfortunately the items, while they don't... when you have something for so long, it becomes background. Detail of it is less. So multiple, paintings and arts things and items that were up on display that, if wrong people get, could be bad for Faerun, so probably good that we find.
I'm satisfied. I don't know if you have any questions, silly or who. One more thing, though. If I want to speak with you, do I always have to go through Maxim?
Maxim is very touchy after losing wife. Does not wish to lose me, so until we are more more together, probably until things are more cohesive between us all as group. I hope I'm making sense.
And telepathically,
I might do this from time to time then.
I'm going to try to think back, see if I get a response. Is that,
it's only one way for me, so if it doesn't do anything.
I'll wait a moment and be like, is that only one way thing then?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You know what we should have gotten from my store, some way to communicate together. Oh well. Vodka under the bridge, as they say.
Give a nod and walk out. That's all I
gotta
needed.
write that down. Hang on.
Vodka under the bridge.
I like that one. Sorry. Okay. And you said after that you leave?
Mm-hmm.
Usk?
I'm following him out. I'm good. Like, that's all I needed to know.
Silly.
Yeah, same.
Okay. What do y'all do?
I'll head back up to the top and see if they need help with anything. If not, then I'll just go back to the front of the ship and keep a lookout.
They seem to have everything under control. It is still raining. Yeah, it is still raining. Silly.
Probably gonna go find Echo and try to relay quietly what happened or during the meeting.
I'm just hanging over the edge, talking to.
Yelling at sharks. Get out of here!
Sharks.
Silly. So when you find Echo, you do find them over the edge with like bubbles not coming. Sounds like bubbles coming up, but not coming out of their mouth. Speaking to the water.
Oh.
Can I just say real quick, I really like the fact that you're speaking in bubbles that's not bubbles to speak to fish people things. I'm quite entertained by that little bit there. Yeah. I think that's fantastic.
The bubbles that aren't bubbles.
That's right.
So you tell me all this stuff that you guys talked about. So you guys got more information than when I asked. I suppose that's a start.
I felt that you probably should know that. I'm a finger guns and back away.
It's a little wet out here for you.
Yup.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Do you stay up topside? No, you go back down under.
It's raining. I'm staying up here.
Echo stays outside. Silly, go. Is there any thing specific you do, Silly?
No, I'll leave the hot chick alone tonight. Go back to my quarters.
Usk?
If nobody needs help with anything, I'm going to enjoy the rain.
Of course. Breeze?
Simple things.
Yes, simple things in life. Yes. You're missing the children of Phandalin climbing all over you, though.
I am. I'll never say it, but yes.
It's strange. Breeze, yourself and Maxim?
So, Maxim and I will go and find Captain Pan.
Okay.
And have a discussion with them that whoever was on the tiller needs to have another training with how to steer my ever-loving ship
Okay.
You do not use it as a mother trucking battering ram against anything, let alone things that are in the water that battering ramming isn't going to do anything with. And the next time they do it, they will be scrubbing the deck in the middle of the rain until the deck is clean. Because
Okay.
that is ridiculous.
Okay.
And then, since I have broken vision, I will climb up to the crow's nest with Maxim and keep a lookout, because I did not like that someone cost me money with their death.
As you're up, kind of taking, you do see Captain Pan with Idris and talking to Idris, and kind of see her kind of go sulky a little bit because she was pretty excited, thought she was helping. You just kind of, you can tell her whole demeanor just kind of goes into a reprimanded one. As the day continues, everybody seems to have everything seems to be running smoothly. For those who are topside, you do realize there's a slight difference, because for those, it seems like everything's running smoothly like it did before, but there's almost like a unspoken tension in the way people are moving. You don't know if it's because of the death of somebody or if their boss man is up in the crow's nest watching. So, or both.
Yeah, here you all thought I was being an asshole by hiding away. Yeah, I knew what to do.
After about an hour or so comes the bell for lunch, and then but with this, it's not as big or extravagant as like the one for dinner or breakfast, because those indicate shift change. You guys, she does Fee does like this bell, and then next thing you know, like there's the night crew is up kind of giving the day crew sandwiches, so that way they can still eat while they're working if they want to.
Maxim will jump off the crow's nest, do superhero landing because Dope Monk ship in Featherfall, and then grab a sandwich for him and myself before coming back up.
Did you dope monk shit on the way back up too?
Of course. Dope Monk shit.
Just understood. Okay. And anything else? Anybody? Just kind of keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'm still keeping an eye out with my broken warlock vision, and just that's it. That's what I got.
Okay. As the it's very smooth sailing, just keeps raining really hard. This rain's starting to kind of get annoying a little bit, as you guys start to wonder when's it gonna let up.
No,
never. Echo's like, it never gives up. Never.
We need a druid with control weather, just to piss Echo off.
At about that time, Fee comes up, rings the dinner bell / shift change bell. As you guys see the shift change of the day crew and the night crew happen. Before they go down though, you see Captain Pan kind of halt everybody as he goes, as y'all know is customary, we will see Heim again, but we still will say a few words for today's disasters. And good job on keeping everything afloat. No more using ship as battering ram. I'm starting to talk like Breeze. And
It is catchy accent. What can I say?
I completely lost my captain's accent. I'm sad. And just kind of just does this like kind of like morale thing, like good job, let's work on this and this. A moment of silence for Heim, although we know the drill. We'll see him again here in about another month or so. You know.
While he's after he does all that, I'm be like, and let us thank Echo, because without them jumping in, we would not have been able to see our friend back in a month or so. So, really, thank you, Echo. It's very much appreciated by this family.
You see everybody go, Echo!
You're welcome. Not exactly sure how to feel about that, but
Keep forgetting I'm like, what is going on? I'm wearing green.
You're still.
Remind-
You just talked about that too.
I know.
It just keeps happening, and she's like, "Oh, that's right. That's
My
I
fault
do
for
the
wearing
same
green.
thing."
And then shift change happens. Silly, as you are eating dinner, a knife is thrown at you. And then they walk back into the kitchen.
Now it's
I'm
just
gonna start a
flirting.
knife collection, I
Yeah.
think.
Do what?
I'm gonna start a knife collection.
This is just foreplay now.
It's
Honestly.
foreplay at this point. You all eat dinner. Is there anything you want to do?
yeah, I sent you a message about it.
I go, no. Everybody, considering everything that's happened, everybody's very good morale. They're very good spirits. You listen to side conversations and they talk about how hard this life is, but how fair their bosses are. There's no type of grumbling or grudge. This isn't the first, from what you gather too, this isn't the first time they've lost a crew member and Boss Man's brought them back, although then, they're here for their entire life, but he takes good care of them from what you can gather from just listening to the snippets when you're not talking to the sharks in your bubbles that aren't bubbles.
The bloop bloops.
More concerned with the fact whether or not the theft was an inside job and there's any sort of rumblings about that.
From what you can tell from this crew, roll me an insight check. From everything you've gathered from just the last few days, from what you understand, and watching the crew members, especially watching the officers, everybody's happy with the boss, and like they're, and what you do notice are just like not mundane, but nothing against Breeze. Like this crew member fighting with this crew member, or these two slept together and now they're pissed off at each other, and like these two,
I mean, at
like,
least it's entertaining.
Stuff like that. Not nothing against the boss, so. Okay. Anything else?
I'm going to try and stay up stupid late to sleep during the day and be on the night shift since I can see perfect at night.
Okay. So you're wanting to change your sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stay awake
Okay.
for as long as I can, and then crash during the daytime and switch my sleep schedule to night shift, since I don't believe anyone else in my crew can see as well as I do at night. And so we've already lost one. I mean, I can't see in the water exactly, but I may be able to see something quick enough to where someone could jump back or something.
Right. Understood. Where do you stand on the top side there?
Well, I'm still in the crow's nest until I can't
Okay.
handle it anymore.
Okay.
And then I'll have Maxim carry me as he jumps off and does dope monk shit.
So as you're up in the crow's nest, you hear a bell. Do you look for the bell?
Yep.
As you look down, there stands Fee with a little bell in her hand, looking up at you, ringing the bell.
What do you want, Fee?
I have coffee.
Oh, fantastic. Maxim, get coffee, go.
And when Maxim comes back up, there's this big pot full of coffee that Fee has
Fee,
sent
you
you.
are beautiful. I love you. Thank you very much.
I know, that's what they all say. Have a good night.
You too.
And she walks off.
Maxim, write this down. Get Fee a new set of knives.
Yeah, and you know Fee, you know she likes to throw them, and you still dock her pay, and she still throws them. So, and then she does something like this, and you give her no knives, or give her increase her pay, and then she makes you mad by diminishing your ship, and you dock it. It's been an ongoing thing.
I'm really entertained whenever it's Maxim who walks into the kitchen and knife gets thrown at him, and he catches the knife and throws it back, and she catches it and throws it back. It's like this whole knife off thing.
It's a total knife off thing. Like, she's also been with you for a very, very long time, so it's an easy thing once Maxim boards the ship. Maxim does it just to irritate her because y'all know not to go into her kitchen. So at this point, it entertains you, it entertains him, it pisses her off.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, she starts to really get mad.
Of course. And then we run away because we know better.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Night shift goes smooth, and you get to see all of your night crew, which you see every once in a while, but not as much as you would the day crew. Every once in a while, when you are on this sailing on this ship, you do this. Hence the that was really loud.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was trying not to be. I was moving it away.
It was really loud. Which is why Fee knew to bring you the coffee, because she'd been with you not long enough. She knows that after a day or two, or after an attack, or after the loss of a crew, you typically end up taking the night shift, and she brings you. And so a couple times during the night, she'll bring you another couple things of to help you stay up. And then when she no longer shows, she's eventually either gone to bed or found herself a partner for the night, because that's what she does.
Is it a small gnome who's got most of their hair burnt off yet, or
Red
not
hair.
yet? Not yet.
Forgot no eyebrows.
hey,
I
that's
know
most of your hair
eyebrows.
burnt off.
Forgot Silly doesn't have eyebrows either, does she? Do they? All right. Night goes pretty smooth.
Okay.
Still rains, so you're cussing the rain.
It's all right. Even the boss has to have some pains.
At some point, Captain is there to give you the update on the weather if you want it, like he does every single night.
Well, 2 nights ago, he thought it was going to only be for 2 nights. So how much longer does he think it's going to be now? Because my weather rock shows it's still raining. Is Aiko's knee, got a twitch in it or something, saying that we're going to get a strange hurricane or some shit coming up?
I mean, mine's pretty much aching. I got like a rod in there, so probably.
I don't know. I was wrong. Hopefully it clears up tomorrow. These things, they are. I keep your accent. Yeah, it's a catchy accent. Uh, I find myself trying to do it. I'm like, no, I don't do stuff like that.
Catchy.
It really is. It was really easy to imitate. But these things, they son of a bitch. They're unpredictable. I've
Hmm.
been wrong before. I normally am not. You know, I'm normally not this far off.
I wonder if there is something angry and causing this. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Is there anything within 30 feet? Is there anything in the air? Is there anything that lights up?
Aside from Maxim.
Yeah.
No. It
Okay.
just seems like a bad storm. There's nothing magical to your knowledge.
Okay.
Okay. Then
And then I'll stay up
go ahead.
here until shift change, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay. 7 a.m. rolls around. Night was quiet, except for the rain. You notice somebody else was at the wheel tiller, the wheel this time. And then Fee comes out with her giant bell and hits it for shift change / breakfast. And the night shift goes down to the quarters. The day shift comes up. There's breakfast, obviously. They have a routine where one eats breakfast and then goes up, and then the other comes down and eats and goes to bed. So, as this day gets started, what would you guys like to do before I jump too far ahead here? Anybody doing anything? This is day 3.
Not out of the ordinary.
Okay. So, did you guys want me to go ahead and fast forward a couple days? Are you guys okay with that? So as you guys get started about the day, of course, Us goes around and helps everybody where she can. Echo starts speaking bubbles that aren't bubbles at fish people, trying to make sure, or at fish and sharks. Edge, I'm not exactly sure what you're doing. I know Silly's playing flirt with the knives with Fee.
Well, since the crow's nest is taken most of the time, I'm at the front of the ship keeping watch and helping whoever's up there who needs help.
Okay. And then Breeze, you're pretty much gone during the day, but up at night.
Yeah. Maxim and I will switch to night shift, and we'll make sure that that's communicated with the rest of the contractees. That if they need to speak with us, it's going to be in the in-between time, because I see in the dark just fine. I don't need light to see, and so I go up.
For the next roughly 5 days, things are really smooth sailing. There's been no scuffles. Weather's been perfect. Really couldn't have asked for better conditions.
Echo's mood is terrible now.
Echo's
Rain's
mood's
gone.
because the rain's gone. Echo's mood's terrible.
Yep.
And you guys just go about your day. Silly, do you ever tell Fee that you want to learn how to cook, or do you just continue to stand in the doorway to her kitchen?
Well, probably continue to watch, but I'll some of the knives that she's thrown at me, I'll keep some of those and like try chopping up random vegetables that I find. Where would you find vegetables? I guess the vegetables that I've stolen from the stores or something, or
Where's
ask
she?
nicely from somebody who runs the stores.
That's Fee.
Then I'll go above Fee's head and ask the captain.
Just saying, even Brees doesn't go above Fee's head when it comes to the kitchen.
It's
Anything
like
with regards to
a
that.
single potato. It's like, can I have this?
Where'd you get it?
Somewhere. Can I have this?
It's your head if you got it from Fee's Kitchens. I'm just saying, she's been here 20-ish years. You don't mess with her kitchen.
Sounds like a yes. Thanks.
Where do you cut this at?
Like in a corner. Like I'm secretive. Like I wanna learn how to cook, so I'm chopping. I'm being nervous, and not watching. Don't want people to watch me.
Okay,
In
so
whatever corner of a boarded ship that you can find that is quiet.
There's plenty.
I mean, like, I'm just trying to figure out where at in the ship you're at.
Probably cargo hold.
Wherever a 2'9" gnome can.
Pretty much anywhere.
All right.
I mean, under the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. I'll chop under
I
the
mean-
stairs like Harry Potter.
Aww.
So, are you under the stairs chopping?
Yeah, underneath the stairs, the side, so I still have like light coming in, you know, from the slats of the stairs.
Are you trying to be secretive?
Not secretive, just out of the way, and I don't want. I guess I don't want people to watch me.
Roll me a stealth.
Pick me.
So you've got this. Oosk. I need to work on my poker faces, guys. So you have this potato, and you have a couple knives that you have pocketed from Fee throwing them at you. And you're under the stairs, and you just start to try to cut this. And of course it's the first time, so you're not having much luck. You barely almost get your thumb. The slices don't look like they're all different sizes and not, similar size. You didn't peel it, but it still doesn't look right for some reason. Like you're trying. You're bound and determined to get this. And so you all of a sudden you hear the bell. Now you're not paying attention because you're going at this, and I can imagine you found sticks and you've found wood and stuff and you're trying to learn how to chop on all of this, including this potato. And before you know it, the bell has gone off for shift change / dinner. And you're still not really paying attention, and all of a sudden comes around the side of the stairs. You see Fee, and she just looks at you. She got a bell in one hand. Where'd you get that potato? And what are you doing?
I was gonna learn to cook, but I gotta learn to chop first because you chop a lot. As for the potato, I found it somewhere. I'm not a ship person. I don't know where ship places are. I got it from a place that had potatoes.
You got from the storeroom. It's okay. Just be simple and basic. That's what I did. So you went into the stores and grabbed a potato to learn how to chop. Is that why you keep standing in the corner peeking around the doorway and in the doorway of my kitchen?
Yup.
You want to learn why?
Because I have a lizard friend who eats a lot.
Okay.
And if I make food that tastes good, perhaps she won't eat dead bodies. I'm just saying.
That's
kind of sweet.
I mean, That's
It
valid.
really is.
I could get behind that. But what's in it for me?
The goodness of your heart, the way that it will feel when knowing that you are helping a lizard not eat dead bodies.
That is the biggest piece of shit I've ever heard because I don't care if a lizard eats a dead body. You will owe me a favor because you're making my eyes bleed with how badly you are chopping that potato and those sticks.
Doing my best. So are you
Wait.
gonna show me how to do it?
Are you going to give me an open favor?
Why not?
You owe me a favor.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go then. Let's chop potatoes. Or sticks.
Now, don't get too ahead of yourself. You can't do sticks yet. You really shouldn't be doing potatoes. You actually should be starting with like carrots or celery or something easy like that because you're going for the big game way too fast here.
Shit. Alright. Then get me a celery, please, ma'am. Or I guess I should use the gender neutral term, which I don't really know.
It's okay, but I appreciate it. You guys get to where the kitchen is, and she gets out a bunch of carrots and celery and I don't know, easy stuff for you to chop. Not a potato. Potato's like level 5. Okay, she gets you level 1 stuff to chop, and okay, so and then she shows you how to like with the carrots go over and how to like peel the carrots and chop the carrots and gives you a group to start. And again, and she shows you how to do it. And then at one point, you've frustrated her so much that she throws a couple knives at you because you're. And then she takes a deep breath and she comes over and she takes your hand and she goes, "Not all over like this. You got to keep it straight like this." And she's very aggressively trying to teach you. She is a horrible teacher. She cannot teach worth shit. She has the worst attitude problem and has no patience at all.
Oh, so she's one of
Hot.
those shows you, but then she's just like, see, like this is like.
Yeah.
All right, then show me.
Done. See, just
You
like that.
do,
Now
I
you do it.
watch. You do, I watch. You do it, I'll watch.
I had a hair instructor that did that to me, and I was like,
So she grabs everything she put in front of you and huffs and is like, "Fine, I'll just do it myself. Watch." And then she starts chopping all of this stuff. Every once in a while, she'll remember you're standing there and one of two things happen. Either instinctively she throws a knife at you, or she remembers to slow down enough to try to teach you how to do something.
very, very
After
reflex.
watching them, can I then attempt to chop a carrot? We were working on carrots.
Yeah, carrots or celery, something of that nature. Let me see. That would be... What kind of roll? Somebody help me out real quick. What kind of roll would that be? Constitution?
Dexterity?
Dexterity. If
I
you
was gonna say
if they're trying to do like
dexterity.
fine chopping
like-
here, that's a dexterous thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me dex
And
roll.
not chop off a finger.
You know
Important.
what? Finger, toes, whatever.
Finger.
It's fine. It's
So you
fine.
finally, after a few hours of doing this, you finally am getting into where you think you're cutting them straight. You do like get a fingernail in the process while you don't quite get your finger. You're able to pull your finger back, but you know there's a fingernail in with the carrots.
That's nasty. I'm gonna get that out of there.
Just saying.
But what do I do with this? Like, show her the fingernail. What do I do with that? Do I do something with this? Is this flavor?
Please do not leave that in my food.
Alright.
Actually, scratch the please. Do not leave that in my food.
Okay.
See that open window?
Ooh, you want a fingernail?
Oh god. Oh god.
There's
There
no
goes
meat
your
attached
finger.
to it, so no.
All right then. Yeet.
It goes out the window. And as you're watching, you can tell that Fee has been doing this a very, very long time. As there's a rhythm. It's almost like a dance of she's got the vegetables over here, the meat over here, the stuff on the pot behind her, and then she's also got dough and stuff rising for breakfast, and they've got I mean just it's organized chaos, but it obviously works for them as they know exactly where everything is, exactly what needs to be done, when and how to put it all in the pot for whatever meal is getting ready to come up. And at the same time have dough getting ready to rise for the next day and things of that nature. But as you guys go on, she does occasionally remember to stop and come over and fix your technique on chopping vegetables, and then goes back and continues and yells at you or throws a knife and then comes back and does it again. And it just becomes an all day thing where you're not as surprised anymore when she just, you notice that's just her thing. She likes to throw knives at people. It just, because at this point you see Maxim walk in the door and you see their little knife fight. You know, she throws a knife, he catches it, he throws it back, and they keep going until she starts cussing him out. And then he walks away laughing. So it's just a thing she does. Okay, so while Silly is, getting knivey with the cook, what's everybody else doing?
Whoa! Get naughty with it. Dun, dun.
I laugh at the look on your face. I'm trying not to laugh with Edge's face. I cannot play anytime I'm C22 and I say something, I know what his mind's going because he just gets this look on his face. Don't look at 22. Block his screen, because if his mind goes in the gutter, everybody knows it.
What are you talking about? He was born in it, molded by it, lives in it.
He lives in it.
Nice Sean Connery accent.
That was Bane from The Dark Knight.
That was
Oh,
Bane, yes.
No, that
Mhm.
no, that was more Sean. I thought that was Sean Connery. Sorry. Everybody's like, Miranda, that was Bane. Oops.
And that would be Sir Sean Connery, okay? He was fucking
know.
knighted.
He
You
was
will grant
knighted.
him his title.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Ooh, shots fired. Pew pew.
Pew pew.
His ghost just comes down and kicks you in the face while you're asleep.
All right, so 1, 2,
Grace.
3, 4. All right. So anybody else doing anything these few days where it's clear out? Silly's learning how to cook every day with the cook.
I'll go around occasionally, and if something needs mended, cast mending, and if it looks like the sails aren't getting as much air as they could be, give it a little bit of gust of wind to give us a little burst of energy. Try to get the trip going on as I continue to listen to see if anybody gossips about, the things that are missing, if anybody knows anything extra. Obviously, nobody's holding any type of grudge, but maybe there is some sort of whisper here and there that, I heard such and such is missing. I heard we're going here because blah, 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 blah. Where
Again,
it's such a hurry because whatever.
you get the impression that this crew is used to being in such a hurry for wherever they go. Again, the gossip that you hear has to be like, who's sleeping with who? Like that, you guys are on day like 7, so already it's who is Fee's new partner. Hang on, let me find my list of names. Is Lilith sleeping with Winston or Vinkman or Eve? Like things like,
As I hear this stuff now, I'm gonna go occasionally find like Silly and Oosk and maybe even Edge if Edge is interested, and start telling them what I've been hearing. So I sit on the steps to the kitchen, so I'm not actually in the kitchen because I've seen the knives get thrown and I just don't want to deal with that right now. They're like, Silly, guess what I heard? And when Silly comes out, I'll start talking to Silly about it.
Silly's just like, Yeah, having no idea who anybody is. Just kind of nod along, going with it.
And then I'll like tell Oos the same type of stories
it's-
I've been hearing.
You have to be careful because Silly, as soon as you realize she realizes you're gone. I thought you were learning to cook. Bang! As another knife is thrown at the door.
Oh shit. See you later. And then I'm gonna go find Usk and start telling Usk everything I've been hearing.
Usk is bad because she's either, I don't know, if she's not busy, she's just kind of hanging out just because, I mean, big girl. But she's not really into gossip, so she just is like blankest expression capable for a giant lizard woman.
So that's like the perfect person to just talk to because obviously you're great at listening.
Yeah.
And just keep talking and talking about the random shit that I hear, and then I'll go off and either find a quiet corner and read my spell book or listen some more occasionally, just in case I catch something.
You're listening, but right now all you get is just like people who have worked together for a very long time, who live together in very close quarters. I mean, in a very long time. So it's just pretty much gossip and
Life and times of, what is it, the spirit of the wind? I forget already.
yeah. Was it the spirit of the wind?
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay. And keep that based. Also, while you guys, with the clear skies, which Breeze would know this would be happening even if he's sleeping throughout it. But those of you who are on deck, you guys will notice a very short haired, she's got short blonde hair, and she's not wearing leathers or like sailing attire like anybody else. She's wearing like these overalls, and she has a very like happy demeanor. I'll get it eventually. It might take me 5 minutes. And as you guys watch her, you're like, huh? As she starts to go and repair spots on the ship, so things that were um damaged during the storm or during the fight or just overall maintenance um on the ship, you'll find this beepity boppity happy go lucky
Haley.
female. Kaylee, yep.
As I notice the said person doing this, I'll be like, you need some help with that mending.
Convenient as that is, and would be more convenient if there was a bigger hole in the ship or something like that was torn or that was torn. You just kind of just put me out of a job. And I like this job. I worked really hard for this job.
I'll just pretend that I don't see anything else. Unless you need me, I'll be over here.
Now if that sail is like ripped in two or obviously can't work because there's so many holes in it because of the hail, which has happened before, or if there's a big hole in the side of the boat, then you can help me with mending. Or if it looks like I have 50 to 100 projects and I'm not going to get them all done and we might possibly sink or the boss man might possibly get mad at me, then you can come talk to me and see if I need help. But until then, I don't need help. But I appreciate that really cool trick that you did that helped mend this little board here. But then I don't have a job and I really like this job, and please don't take my job from me.
As you were. And I'm going to walk away.
She goes back to fiddling with whatever it was that she was fiddling with. As the day goes, you guys have gone at this point, you guys are ending on day 7. And you guys have started getting the routine. Fee comes out, does the bells for shift change. People come and go, they eat. Breeze, as you're walking out, you notice the quartermaster, the one that you had hand reprimand, is waiting for you at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
As she goes, Pan is indisposed, and I have been told to give you the weather report.
All right. What do you have?
Pan and I both suspect that we could be having more storms come in tomorrow, and it could last for another day or two. It's storm season.
How much will this slow us down?
As long as everybody keeps doing like they did last storm, it shouldn't slow us down at all. It didn't. The last storm didn't.
All right, thank you.
And she kind of does a head nod and quickly walks away from you. Is there anything that you do at night, Freeze?
No, just the typical routine.
Okay. As the night shift ends and the day shift starts to begin, Breeze, you notice rain drops starting. And it looks like as you look, there are thunderclouds as it starts to rain as you start day 8.
I am going to curse at the rain in Primordial.
Understood? And that is where we will end today's game.